guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ankita Agrawal and welcome to my channel Technomintra. Today we are going to cover the BUFFERReader class in Java. Basically, what is BUFFERReader? A BUFFERReader is basically used for taking the input from the user, and basically for using this we need a IO package, as we have even covered in the scanner class that these types of classes and methods, they are already packed in some package, and those packages, they are known as package over here, that is IO package. And for using the BUFFERReader class, we need to import this package. And for the object creation, we have to do like this, like BUFFERReader, and over here BR is the object, and then in the new BUFFERReader we are using the new input stream, and then system.in. So basically it take the input as a stream using this input stream reader, and then it convert it into the BUFFERReader using the BUFFERReader class, and then it take the input and create the object BR. Okay, so basically how we can take the input. For taking the input, we have to use the wrapper classes, as we are aware that everything can't be in the form of integer, or it can't be in the form of a double or float. Whatever we type in sometime in Java, it is basically in the form of string, or even I can say as a character. So basically to convert that thing into the numeric form, that is integer or double or float, we have to use the wrapper class. So over here, in order to take the input, we have to write down like this: int I equal to integer dot parseInt. A parseInt is a method, because every time when we will write br dot readline, so what is basically it is doing, it take the function and br basically convert the string into the integer, and basically int is a primitive data type, and over here this parseInt will convert into the form of integer, and then it will be stored in the form of the variable I. And same way for using the character, you have to use br.read. so br.read will read only one character, and when we have to read a string or a long sentence, then we can use br.readline. But in order to convert that into a form of integer or float, we have to use like this integer.parseInt. But if it is in the form of a float, we have to write down float.parsefloat, or if it will be in the form of a double, it will be double.parseDouble, then br.readline. Basically now we can take input from the user. Till now we have learned that we can assign the variables, or then only those variables can be used. But with the use of the BUFFERReader, or maybe by the use of using the scanner, we have learned that we can take the input from the user, and it will be depending upon the user or the client wish. And we have even learned that the scanner class is also used. This is another type of class, but it occupies little bit more space as compared to the scanner class. But both scanner class and the BUFFERReader class, they are used for taking the input from the user rather than storing the data in the form of variables. So over here we have to use the package IO stream. So we'll use java.io.star, and then I have made a class BUFFERReader. Over here, what work I have to do, I have to take two variables and then store the sum in the third variable. So public static void main, and then if you see over here, I have written throws IO exception. So basically when we have to use the BUFFERReader, we have to throw exception. So whatever error will come, it will throw IO exception. So the very first thing I have used the BUFFERReader. So this is the class with the object name br equal to new BUFFERReader, and then new input stream reader and system.in, that I have already told you when I was just teaching right now. So now you will write down system.out.println, enter the first number. So the first number will be in the form of maybe I just want to store in the variable I. So integer.parseInt br.readline. I already told you br.readline will store in the form of string. So in order to convert it into the form of integer, we have to use a wrapper class, and we have to use a method parseInt. And so integer.parseInt, and then whatever data, same way we'll store the second variable, second number, and x equal to integer pass br dot read line. And now in the C, like earlier we used to do, in order to add the two numbers we need two variables, and then in the third we'll store the output. So over here int C equal to x plus I. So x is the first, I is the first, and x is the another, and then we'll print it. So let me just run and show it to you. So we'll run the file. So over here you can see it's asking us the first number, so let us enter 3, and maybe the second number 5. So you can, the sum is 8. So this is the way you can run the code or any of the programs in which you need the input from your side instead of initializing or declaring it. So this is the way we can use the buffer class. So thanks for viewing my channel. I hope you like my video. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.